what we did there, we were trying to get some clarification on the consent agenda. I see that about the school, make sure of that, so the school is for 1:30, 1:07. Oh. You know what? We're ready? Okay, all right. Good evening, everyone. The meeting of the Mayor and Board of Aldermen is now called to order. We'll start with a prayer. And Mr. Jim Smith, would you do a prayer for us tonight?
Lord Jesus, thank you for the beautiful weather this afternoon. Thank you for our wonderful city. We pray that this evening you guide our mayor and aldermen to fill their duties with humility, compassion, understanding, and grace. We ask that you grant them wisdom and guidance as they conduct the business of our city. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Madam City Clerk Street, roll call please.
Alderman Fountain,
Present.
Alderman Jones,
Present.
Alderman Shipp, Alderman Teal, Alderman Meriwether.
Present.
Mayor, we have 4 aldermen that present
Thank you so much.
and 1 absent.
Thank you so much. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next, I'd like to ask for prayers for the families of the following individuals. Ms. Shirley McKinney, for the family of famous singers, Sylvester Stewart, also known as Sly Stone, of Sly Family Stone, singer Brian Brothers Wilson of the Beach Boys, there's Catherine James Tidwell, and also her daughter, Mrs. Willie Mae Tidwell. Ash Schaefer, Al Schaefer. And then also for singer Wayne Lewis of the Atlantic Star. And then last but not least, please do prayers for Miss Lasandra Wells. She's the daughter of Mr. Shine, who we celebrated just a few months ago. So please keep those families in prayers. And next, then also Mayor Jeff Jones. I think we did that last week. But we're glad we did. So a wonderful person. He was just funeralized on Saturday. And next, we'll have a moment of silence for much needed peace. Thank you. All right. Next, we see before you have the agenda. Before we get started, I want to add a few things. I'll come back to the consent agenda. But for on the agenda, item number, let's add item 8A for Hill Street. Mr. Rich come up, talk about some items that need to occur there for the Cuba Hill Street project. Item 8B, Mr. Eddie Jefferson, wastewater sewer, sewer emergency items, as well as a contract regarding the inventory that's being required by the Justice Department. Also, item number 11A, would be under inclement weather. It's inclement weather. These are for meals that were provided to contractors from Ms. Dorothy's Place, and the total amount of that is $512.52. Yes, sir. $512.52. All right, and then also going back up under the consent agenda, and I'll allow you to probably use to do this individual motions. But the first one is going to be the payment to the Holly Springs School District in the amount of $131,794.14. This is from the, Marshall County, tax office for May. And then item number 2, this is the sales tax transfer from the state of Mississippi. We'll be requesting a motion to transfer from the general ACH account to the general operating account the amount of $155,615.95. And then next, under tourism, we'll be requesting a motion to authorize the transfer from the general ACH account to the public money market account, $35,890.79. And then a motion to authorize payment of half of those funds in the amount of $17,945.40 to the Holly Springs Tourism. And next, we'll be requesting, this is under tourism as well, authorization to transfer from the general ACH account, $1,785.28 to the public money market account. And then a motion to authorize payment of half of those funds in the amount of $892.64 to the Holly Springs Tourism. And also we'll be holding item number 5. So those are the items which you all, we have that under the consent agenda, but provided that it's not spelled out, so I'd like to do those individually, or what's your pleasure? First, let me know, and then you can do the adoption of the agenda. Item number 13, I put that on. This was where there was a request to hire Rich come in the police department. I put him back on so that we can make sure that we have proper authority, because when it's done, it's not a proper forum. So we want to make sure that there are no issues for the city down the road with him. So I put him down. I did put, I believe Alderman Shields, one of the principals in that, so I put your name in front of the scenes. So it's a question that we do a motion on that. So we can take them here. Are there any other questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adopt the amended agenda.
I move that we adopt the amendment.
For a second,
Second.
so move Alderman Shipp, second by Alderman Jones. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passes 4 ayes, 0 nays, 1 absent in teal. All right, first we have the consent agenda. First item, as we talked about, is a motion to authorize payment to the Holly Springs School District from the May taxes in the amount of $131,794.14. Item number 2, motion to authorize the transfer of $155,615.95 from the general ACH account to the general operating fund for the May 2025 sales tax. Item number 3, motion to authorize transfer of $35,890.79 from the general ACH account to a public money market. These are tourism funds for the month of May. Also, a motion to authorize the transfer of $1,785.28 from the general ACH account to the public money market account. So the funds for May tourism as well. And then next, a motion to authorize payment of half those funds for the first one in the amount of $17,945.40 to the Holly Springs Tourism. And then second, motion to authorize payment of $892.64 to the Holly Springs Tourism for also the month of May. What's your pleasure?
Madam Chair, I move that we authorize the consent agenda, items 1 through 4 that you listed.
Is there a second? Second. To move Alderman Downton, second by Alderman Merriweather. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes 4 ayes, 0 nays, and 1 absent in Alderman Shields. All right. Next, we have public comment. Please come to the mic as I call your name, and you have 3 minutes to speak. Please state your name for the record. First, we have Mr. Jim Smith.
Good afternoon, Jim Smith. Tempest Fugit, 4 years has flown by, but unfortunately it's been 4 years of gridlock, 4 years of bickering, 4 years of little to no success, 4 years and no sidewalk despite my pleas, 4 years and utility bills still aren't issued on time, 4 years and you guys are either unwilling or incapable of providing what the electric rate is, 4 years and you're either unwilling or incapable of providing me what the service charge a month is. I sat here for months, and when you didn't authorize payment to Oxford Glass because the mayor didn't follow the process. It was months before they got paid, and it was emergency service work. I sat here for months as Rick Ramey used to come up. He'd give you a list of concerns in District 3. The next week he'd come back and say, thank you for addressing those concerns and getting the items completed. You guys play favorites. And apparently I'm on the wrong team. Instead of treating me like a constituent, a taxpayer, a resident of the city, you humor me by allowing me to speak at these meetings and then doing nothing. I don't know if it's a personality conflict that people have with you, Mayor, and I thank you for the public portion. Hopefully it's still here in July. But if you don't like the mayor, you have to work with each other or else nothing happens. And the people that pay for it are the taxpayers. I mean, I begged you guys to come out and look at my sidewalk. Begged you. Well, you should stop by and see and understand the story. Yeah, I sent you the pictures. Well, you should have found out why the sidewalk's like that. Because the water department took the flags out of my sidewalk and laid them on the sidewalk. That was 3 years ago. I don't know. I don't need to take up any more of your time, and I still have a little pink ribbon on my telephone pole. Whenever that's going to get changed.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. One correction, Oxford Glass still hasn't been paid.
That's the stickle.
All right, next we have, I can't really read this writing, looks like a B. Or maybe an A, or,
I don't need to speak.
sir?
I don't need to speak.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right. Next we have, Ms. Bird. Good evening. Please state your name for the record, and
Yes.
you have 3 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Michael Bird. I think most everybody knows me. I've been here almost 70 years. I come before y'all tonight. I was hoping that the man over the utility department would be here. He's really the one I wanted to talk to, but since he ain't here, I talk to y'all. But I have questions about my utility bill, and I go out there. I've been going to utility department for a long time. I ain't never had to have an appointment to see nobody. You gotta have an appointment now. Last 3 or 4 times I went in there, gotta make an appointment or they won't even talk to you about your bill. My gas bill, $10 a month for 20 years is all it costs in the summertime. I got a gas bill for $40. I tried to explain it to them. Ain't nothing on. I got a hot water heater. I don't hardly ever use hot water. I said, $10 a month. I said, you can go back and read it for years. That's all it is. I just wonder that extra, where they estimating it, who gets that money? Because I ain't never had a refund. I ain't never had them add on to my bill, say, well, we overcharge you. Now, this has happened more than one time. This has been going on for years. It just didn't start. But I just can't figure out who gets that money. So that money's going somewhere. I'm giving it to them. They doing something with it. I don't know if they're paying their bills with it or what, but I'd like to know. Well, since Mr. Jones ain't here tonight, I can't ask him. So maybe y'all can find out something for me, and hopefully things will get better there. Mayor, I know you've been trying to do your job, and I know it's been a hard one. And hopefully whatever you do after this, the Lord will bless you in it, and all you others. I don't know who's leaving and who's staying, but anyway, that's we'll just have to see what happens in the days to come. But I hope everybody has a well one. Also, one other thing, I think I got maybe a minute left, but anyway, the street department, around town, used to they clean up around the curb and gutter. I see them riding around talking on the phone, half a dozen folks in the truck at a time, all hours of the day. Now this ain't just sometime, morning, noon, and the afternoon too. Nobody working. When I was brought up, we all worked, and I'm sure most of y'all did too, because you're pretty close to my age or a little less. But anyway, but I thank y'all for your time. I ain't gonna take up any more of it.
Thank you.
Hope y'all all have a good year. Lord bless you. If I need a lawyer, I'm gonna come see you. You're a good one.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I got your plug in there, bro.
Thank you.
I get Terry, TERRY, Baldwin, Mississippi.
I would like to pass, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Okay. And next we have, item number 7, motion to authorize the following payment utilizing the line of credit plus, revenue, to, the TBA payment in the amount of $3,123,059.39. This is for the period of April and May. This was the purpose of that line of credit. It did not move during the last meeting, so I put it back on, especially in light of the fact that we do have litigation going on at this moment, and the record will reflect that this was the purpose of that matter. So what's your pleasure? What's your pleasure?
Can you discuss in an executive session? I mean, I would advise that we have an executive session.
Thank you. All right. Item number 8, motion to approve the recommendations of the City of Holly Springs Planning Commission Board. You received in your pack 2 different items. I see the illustrious Mrs. Lewis coming forward. One was approval was the application for a minor subdivision plat or development approval, Zion Heights subdivision. That was granted to Mr. Joseph Shellman. Ms. Lewis, is there anything you'd like to add to that?
No, that the planning commission is just asking that you would accept their recommendation. They both have met all of the code requirements for both locations. They're just asking that you would approve as proposed.
Approve that recommendation.
I move to approve the recommendation of the City of Holly Springs Planning Commission
For Mr. Shellman.
for Mr. Joseph Sims
For the, minor subdivision.
for a minor subdivision plan of development.
Is there a second? To move by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Merriweather. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes 4 ayes, 0 nays, 1 absent. All right, and the next item that you have, Ms. Jones, Mrs. Lewis.
Yes, it's the same where there's a motion to accept for Ship subdivision for Mr. Jonathan Ship. It's at the corner of Southwest Boundary and Tullahoma, West Tullahoma, across from Payton, where that vacant lot is across the street there. And they also is asking that the planning commission asking that you would accept as recommended from them. They have also met all requirements.
Is there a motion to approve that recommendation from the planning commission? Is there a motion?
Move to approve the recommendation of City of Holly Springs Planning Commission Board for Mr. Jonathan Ship for a minor subdivision plan and development.
Wonderful. Is there a second? No second. It's a move by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Fountain. All those in favor? Motion passes 4 ayes, 0 nays, and 1 absent. All right, next, 8A, Hill Street. Mr.
Thank you.
Brett is here. Brett, if you will come forward. Thank you so much, Ms. Lewis. You're forward. Tell us what's on your mind.
Good evening. On the Hill Street, Cuba Street, project, we have encountered a water line that's in the way for the big pipe we got laid. The sewer line's also in the way, but we're gonna be able to get over the sewer line. But when we get over the sewer line, it makes the water line impossible. So I need to relocate the water line. There's nothing in the contract that allows me to pay him to do that. So I'll come back to that in a second. We got also a situation on the sewer line where there's an encasement that, I'm not sure how they did this, but anyway, it's up in the pipe around the sewer and blocking the pipe. So we've got to remove the encasement in order to get over the sewer line. And that's on Hill Street. Then on Cuba Street, there's a small gas line that we anticipated, but there's a large gas line, 120-pound service line that comes all the way from the station into town. And it's laid in such a way that we're having to shift the pipe. So when I shift the pipe, I've got to use some stuff called flowable fill, so I don't have a pay item for that. And when I do the shift, then we can miss the gas line. And we also will, at that time, it's not in the supplemental agreement, but we will do away with the flared end sections. We won't be able to use those. So I guess Mr. Perry can advise, but before we do the change order that has these items in it, I think we need to approve this supplemental agreement for these new bid items or pay items. So we would ask that you recommend that. And then that'll allow me to tell you what's in the change order.
I recommend approving. I'll read it if you want me to. Yeah. The supplemental agreement number 1, emergency drainage improvement project on Hill Street and Cuba Street.
I'm gonna ask you one question. This is for discussion, but our contract with the state runs out on June 30th. Talked to the lady today, and we're going to bring that up in a minute. She says if the mayor sends a letter, they're going to extend the contract all the way to December, which is great. But do you want me to take this statement out? His completion date is June 30th, and I added that anticipating what the state would say. If you think I need to take it out, I will.
What you're looking at now, because here, this is supplemental agreement number 1, emergency drainage improvement project, Hill Street and Cuba Street. I'll explain.
Right,
Yes,
and it started on the second page with now therefore.
Sir,
I'm sorry, and it's,
I was trying to
okay,
make
I
sure
got
that I was looking at the right thing. So this is something from White Construction.
it's from
Yes.
White Construction and Associates and InsureTech Insurance.
While you're reading, it would be an example of we bought in our contract, we're going to buy some apples and oranges. And then all of a sudden we decide we need a tomato and we don't have a price for a tomato. So we have to establish a price. So that's basically what a supplemental agreement does.
And you're saying instead of the part with 60 calendar days, you want to extend it to?
Well, in his supplemental agreement, I'm okay with the 60 days if approved by the state. So I just want you to be comfortable that that's in there.
What is the relation of this and this? You have this agreement and then you have a change order. It's a little too light and too small for me at this juncture. Is this for the same thing or is this for something different? Because I know you talked about something that's on Hill Street and something that's on Cuba Street.
Yes.
So this one is for which side, the Hill Street or?
That's for both, but it establishes the new unit prices for those pieces of work that don't exist right now. And once y'all approve the supplemental agreement, then you go to the change order and those things that we need done on Hill Street and Cuba Street that we didn't have a pay item for will be accepted in the change order, allowing us to do the work. But you gotta have a price before I can let him do the work.
And it doesn't change anything on the funding or anything from the,
No, sir.
the city's obligation.
No, sir. We still have plenty in the contingency fund
Right.
to do the work.
So you need us to approve the supplemental agreement?
You need to do that before you consider the change order. I can take that out if you think it needs to be taken.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll make a
It's been approved by the state.
Yes, go ahead.
a motion that we approve the supplemental agreement. Number one, emergency drainage project on Hill Street, Cedar Street, for City of Hollis.
Is there a second? It's a move on Fairwood, second by Alderman Schiff. All those in favor? Aye. Motion passes 4 ayes, 0 nays, 1 absent. Seal. All right, and I believe you had another matter.
We take those new pay items and we move them into the change order. And the change order actually lists 9 different things. We've got to do the first item is the relocation of the water line, which you just approved an amount of money for, and the demolition of the encasement, which you approved an amount of money for. Then you added some flowable fill in order to get over the 8-inch gas main. Then we're going to take out those arch pipe flared ends. We don't need them anymore, so taking those out. Then you're going to add, you already have a pay item for this, add what we call saw cut, extra 25 feet on the saw cut on the asphalt. You're going to add 25 tons of crushed stone. You're going to add 3 tons of hot mix asphalt base. Surface. Then you're going to add 2.5 tons of asphalt base, and you're going to add 25 cubic yards removal of additional asphalt. Now, with all that said, and all the deducts and adds that you're going to do, the total amount of the change order on the back page is $4,732.25. And we would recommend that so we can proceed and get the pipe laid in Hill Street and Cuba Street.
I make a motion that we approve the change order. Total increase is $4,732.25. For items 1 through 8.
Is there a second? It's a move on Fairwood, second by Alderman Schiff. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passes 4 ayes, 0 nays, and 1 absent. Thank you, Mr. Correct.
Could I tell y'all what the state told me? I did talk to Ms. Reyes today. She's the lady that you wrote the letter for before. And she agreed that she would extend the state contract to December 31st of 25. It'd give us plenty of time to get done. So what it will require is a letter from the mayor. And Mayor, like we did last time, I penciled you up one. You can change it any way you want to, but it needs to be sent in on your letterhead. That's it. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Next, Mr. Eddie Jefferson. A few things. We're always excited to see Mr. Eddie. He has 2 emergency items, but that's why our water takes better than anyone else. And then also he has a request to, thank you, regarding the 120 water contract. He'll explain all of those when he comes up. All right, so Mr. Jefferson, go first with your first emergency.
Okay, the first one is going to be, we had a lightning strike at the water treatment plant, June the 9th, and we have been running that by hand 24/7. So it's being repaired now. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I I will get a printout of the quote later. Also, I want to bring to your attention about, we had a lightning strike June the 1st at our lagoon. Also, it struck inside the control panel. It's being fixed as well, and I will have a quote for that later. I just want to bring that to your
So they're
attention.
already working on it because it's an emergency repair.
Yes,
So you'll be bringing back hopefully by the next meeting with the invoices.
right,
For those, okay,
right.
all right.
And before you is our renewal contract for 120 water. That's for the layer service line replacement program that's going on, EPA. And they gave us an option. We could do 3 years for the amount of $41,745, or we can just do it yearly, which would be $13,915. So they they gave us an option on that right there.
What are you recommending and requesting?
Well, I would recommend the 3-year contract, so they won't try to increase the price on us next year or the year, you know. I know it's not gonna get any cheaper, so I would recommend to lock it in for the 3-year.
Attorney Taylor, is this something that, in light of the time, as this is my last meeting?
I'd wait July 1st to do
Okay,
it.
yeah, so that's what I just want to make sure of, because of the timing of the contract.
Okay.
So just present it at the next meeting that I think it's July the 1st.
Okay.
You probably present it then and ask them to put it on the agenda.
Okay.
Um,
And the next thing is over the weekend we had a air relief valve started leaking on us at Kirkwood Park, near the Kirkwood Park entrance. It's on our force main, so we had to shut that station down. So it was repaired this morning, and I also will have a invoice on it as well. I have it today, but I didn't get a chance to print it out. So I just wanted to bring it to your attention.
Ms. Jefferson, I would recommend if you would remind the clerk's office, Ms. Jones, that was a copy of this for that
Okay.
next meeting coming up in July. And then also as far as making sure of those, once you get those invoices, I will send them in as soon as I could to make sure that that's also placed on the agenda for the next administration.
Okay.
All right, anything else?
That's it.
Thank you so much. You've always done such a wonderful job.
Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Same to you. I called you illustrious, Ms. Lewis, but, I appreciate it.
Y'all have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Next on the agenda, we have, general city bills claims. Is there a motion? Is there a second? It's been moved on, and second by Alderman Schiff to pay the city general bills and claims. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passes 4 ayes, 0 nays, 1 absent, and Teal. Next, item number 10 is a motion to approve the use of tourism funds to assist with the purchase of supplies for the Parks and Recreation Department in the amount of $2,000. Will be for cleaning supplies, or even like today, we talked about some things that they needed. They go forward. Is there a motion?
I vote to approve the use of tourism funds to assist the purchase of supplies to Park and Recreation Department, amount of $2,000.
Is there a second? Is there a second? Is there a second? Yeah, for the supplies and stuff, so that he won't have to keep coming back and forth. He was trying to get some, so that as far as the, budget of Sunlands, it was very limited, but there are funds in tourism. So this would make it where you could go into the cabinet, not have to keep coming back and forth every time.
That funds are depleted.
I know Ms. Jones said that it was very close. And so we're talking about, he's here, Ms. Thompson's here. So he gave me like already, like one thing that's already 400 and something dollars. So it's like, why keep coming back here? So we didn't even know when I had increased.
That's it.
Oh, we need like
It's in the tourism. account,
toilet,
so you have to-
toilet
you have to
tissue,
do something.
cleaning supplies, things like that. Cause what happened was like Mr. Boxdale, when he did his event, the supplies we had, we used it to stock his event. Cause we supplied him with paper towel, tissues, trash bags, and everything. Mr. Boxdale, when he had his food truck festival event this past weekend, we took a lot of our supplies, trash bag, paper towel, tissue, and supplied his event with it.
It was here that, was that purpose built?
No, it was there at the stadium.
What's your pleasure? I have a motion by Alderman Schiff. Is there a second? What's your pleasure? Move Alderman Jones, move Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Jones. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passes, 4 ayes, 0 nays, and 1 absent, and 2. All right, item number 11. Thank you, Mr. Conklin. City utility bills and claims. There a motion?
Move that we pay the city utility bill.
Is there a second? Is there a second? Is there a second? City utility bills and claims. Utility department. Okay, it was already moved by Alderman Schiff. I just need a second. Okay. Moved by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Fountain. All those in favor? Motion passes, 4 ayes, 0 nays, 1 absent, and 2. All right, the next item is motion to authorize the payment to Dorothy's Place in the amount of $512.52 for providing meals to our contractors during the emergency weather. This is the copy of the receipt as well, so she actually did put it on there. If I would like to take that. Is there a motion? This was fun. I think I had it on the ones that I didn't have it on the invoice. So we did one, but not the other. Alderman Jones, would you like? That is the invoice for Dorothy's Place for providing meals to contractors and people during the inclement weather in April. All right, is there a motion? Thank you, sir. Is there a motion? It was in April. I think I put it on the agenda, but I didn't have the last invoice. So that's what she should write. Is there a motion? Is there a second? So move by Alderman Jones, second by Alderman Schiff. All those in favor? Motion passes, 4 ayes, 0 nays. 1 absent, and 2. Oh, well, 4 years later. All right, item number 12, I don't think any of those individuals, I did check with Ms. Oliver, she said. One is here. One is here? Yes, ma'am. All right. Motion to appoint and hire the following applicants. All right, who is this, Ms. Oliver?
Mr. Zakarian Pritchard, he was one of the gentlemen that came before last month.
Okay. All right. Good evening, Ms. Pritchard.
How you doing?
So these are the others who had been before you, but this young man shot back up. All right, is there a motion to hire appoint Mr. Pritchard? Is there a motion?
Second.
Move Alderman Jones, second by Alderman Fountain. All those in favor? All those opposed? 4 ayes, 0 nays, 1 absent, and 10.
And that motion is just for the one, right?
Yes. Thank you so much for.
Thank you all so much.
All right, thank you. All right, we had Mr. James, Brady C. James for those at home, for apprentice journey lineman, Mr. Campbell Richards for apprentice lineman, Mr. Stone Wayne for apprentice lineman. Also, I have back on the motion to appoint her, Mr. Shaquille C. Moore, due to the issue that, I don't think he's here, but. For police officer.
I move to, hire this one, Mr. Shaquille Moore, as a certified police officer in Hollis Springs.
Second. Josh, you got some questions all the time. He was here previously, but they didn't have a quorum, but they voted for it. So I put it back on to make sure that the city was safe, that we would have a quorum.
Second.
No, you didn't. You don't want me to go into it all the time. Is there a second?
Yeah, I'll say.
Is removed by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Fountain, all those in favor? Motion passes 4 ayes, 0 nays, 1 absent, and till. Now I'm going to request a motion to go into closed session to determine the need for executive.
I mean, I would want it, but if you you're reluctant.
I just, is there a motion going to closed session to determine the need for executive session?
Who's going to go into closed session to determine the need for executive session?
It's a move by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Hampton, all those in favor? Motion passes 4 ayes, 0 nays, and 1 absent, and still. All right, thank you all.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just get out of here. Nope. Yeah. 2 more hours.
Did you really? Oh, I'm talking about. I know, I just told you. I'm coming. Yeah, come on.
All right, good evening. The board voted to go into executive session to discuss litigation in the utility department and prospective litigation in the police department. We appreciate your patience.
Bill here on the bid on the yeah, you know, running split, right? The guy who's got here, that's my point. Can you hear me now? Okay, the gentleman here would be contract to the bid on the right of way. It should be here. New Jersey, it's 10 years old. You better add for me. On good cause. Yeah. Well, at least if he was here, she ain't getting rid of it on the right. I would have been gone. I used to work for City. Gone. I was a construction code official. Sawing, sawing official. Also, you put up, what do I need to tell him? That would be a condor. Okay. Me too. It's been shut up. Well, that's where you get my time. Just ask if you New Jersey. It's employee because just the switch out. That's a good reason. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. What's in the paper tomorrow still?
Review the election zones. I've been working on next week's paper, and so I can't come up with, pull it up. Sit over there, and I proofread it today. I can't remember. I can't keep it all in my mind at one time. I just do it, and then the next thing, everything behind me is behind.
I love the rest of the story. 10
It's
minutes
gone.
later, it's gone.
I don't need trying to retain. Buy paper tomorrow. We're.
Why did you take the paper out of Circle K?
Sir?
Why did you take the paper out of Cousins?
I don't have anything to do with circulation. If they came out cousins said we don't want.
Circle K.
Circle K, they, of course, it takes up space. And they're not a community. You know what I mean? So they don't want to be anymore. But that's outside. We used to have one at Ragtop all the time.
I used to keep on top of the ATM, I'd get coffee, pick out my paper.
Rack, oh, one by Carlisle, so, like, that in front of Carlisle. I think this one is nice.
I used to go get coffee at Huddle, I was thinking the machine running outside.
Are you accepting when you better?
Maybe 75 cents or what I served. Expensive. Yeah.
Right outside, won't be. We'll count. Pick up a free prison groceries. See what that costs. The spray paper.
What they do with the dry cleaners? I thought I saw somebody in there.
That is nutrition. They have a little nutrition shop, you know, like drinks and energy. Stuff like that. I pay $10 for it.
I got Carlos, get some.
That's above my pay grade. Well, a tea bag, but that's nice and but I
Oh, that's not the same place that was on the square. was it?
yes, well, where
And then she
they
moved
moved
up.
it around because of them jack up a ramp or something.
Okay.
Yes, so that's good.
He might say this. That's really passionate. They want. Come on.
Ah, shit, getting that contest away, why the shit? That's how I know my kid who drives up and down the street. Knock on my kid. It's all. Like, you know, it's fine. Okay, you pretty much. What I. How long have you been working for the report?
22. Yeah. 45 years. I worked 5 years, too. Flying away, so. They don't. Miss Marion? Hey, I can lie story just to see. Lying person.
Right.
All right. Thank you. They are.
Don't care about anything, they get what benefits the team. Constitution doesn't matter. The only time you can't use it matters. That's why I think I actually do that senator. When they read it, out, you got to call it March. You know, you never been through tons of the cold power. We can't get that piece they would get, certainly anybody piece that they would get wasn't enough because the way I had the house, he got 12 years, I got 8, that's something. No,
One thing you say also, but one There's one thing, right? He's not, this, they don't fall. They don't. I'm talking about them there.
Chef, this is kind of what we're looking at, made of apple.
You're on board.
I just called. He said he had a phone, but they ain't never came along. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Adrenaline? Russian is not. And controls like years and stuff, so. Russian, and so far. It's a that affects you. It's all interconnected. You don't need to close physical body, don't close. No. But in order to take the car. You already know. You tell me. Oh.
I'm gonna have to file that C5.
Y'all have a good night.
You do.
Like we just did.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Everything good? Good. Y'all be good.
Yeah, you too. Well, thank you. Good night. Looking for a moment.
Politics. It's more important but somebody that knows that do the correct thing. I see.
We could have one video if you You just little large. Then we declare it for your. And you don't care. Talk about you.
Authorizing John to settle my lawsuit. Ken Smith has been waiting over a year for Ken Smith. Go over there, yeah. I'm in the office, 24 of the time. Don't know what's going on. Something happens.
He's not just working here, so. He's Judge, old. Where else?
I think she do. That's what it is.
All right, yes. The board voted to come out of executive session, the following action occurred. The board voted to approve item number 7, motion to authorize the payment to TVA in that $3,123,059.39, utilizing the line of credit plus revenue for the April and May payments. All right, I'll entertain, first, before I entertain motion to adjourn, I just want to thank everyone for their support. This has been a wonderful experience to serve as the mayor of the beautiful city of Holly Springs, the city of history and hospitality. I thank you all for some exciting moments. There have been some challenges, no doubt, but I thank God for seeing me through it. I want to thank my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Quintel and Margaret Gibson, and all of my family, of course, Jeremy J, and we kept me moving, and Isaiah and Kylan, my little people, and Bella Grace. And so I want to thank the staff. Thank you all for your hard work. Ms. Eleanor Claiborne has been my right hand woman since I have been here. I want to thank the ladies in the clerk's office for the wonderful job that they do. I want to thank Chief Crane for being my partner in crime. We got a lot done, fire station number 2, as well as working on the other one. So we'll continue to do that restoration. Mr. Darren Thomas, who's trying to convince me that we have the same personality. Who was so intense that someone thought he was my bodyguard the other day. So I want to appreciate you for jumping in and tackling things and making, and working well with the team that's there. You have an amazing team, and so I hope that will continue to move forward. The utility department, they're amazing young people there. Mr. Ernest Camp, you all know that he was my recommendation for GM. Just an amazing, hardworking young man. I see Mr. Michael Howell. Thank you for always taking my call, even when you and I are not agreeing on things. But you always took my calls. Thank you so much for working hard as well. I want to thank Mr. Terry Sims. Now, he's my other right hand. And so I want to thank him also for going out, for helping me to understand how projects work, how water works. I can do what my dad used to do probably now, as far as repairing plumbing. Thanks to him sharing his expertise and his patience with me. So I want to thank him. All of the young men, Mr. Jimmy Harris, who also would take my calls and would give me updates when he was out and about. So many wonderful people. I probably shouldn't have named names. The amazing Miss Annie Mason in the accounting department, who came in with a very challenging situation, continue to work hard and figures things out, does what an accountant does better than anything, as she would say, but she did graduate from the University of Mississippi Accounting Department. And so I want to thank her for her hard work. I want to thank, I've got 2 of the best AP people in the utility department as well as the city, with Ms. Demetria Russell and also Ms. Street. And so stepped in tonight while Ms. Jones was out. I want to thank you all for coming in, doing it like I had not seen anyone else do it. Thank you all so much. And just I want to thank the entire team. I want to thank Ms. Scott. Thank you for always holding it down and for being here tonight with Ms. Street, because I know she was a little nervous. So I want to thank you for that. And I want to thank Mr. Glenn, who would take me and Ms. Lewis sometimes for rides and get us tea. And so I hope that he's able to continue what he's doing. Want to thank Mr. Derek Jefferson. Mr. Jefferson, where are you? In the back. I want to thank you for making my dream come true with the text messaging system, the new phone system, as well as so many other projects that you have to bring to life. So I want to thank you for that and explaining things to me. Because of him, I feel more comfortable with computers now. I want to thank Mr. Eddie Jefferson, who now has me believing that I don't have to have bottled water because of the wonderful work that he does. Well, you know, I came from some other places that I've been in that it was required. So seeing the hard work that our team puts in makes me know that it is possible if we work really hard. Ms. Pam Lewis, who definitely has done an amazing job as the zoning director, and as well as any other thing that I call her to step in to do. So I want to thank her so much for the hard work that she has done. Lord, Mr. Curtis Fitz, he can do anything. And so I thank him, and we're still winding down for some projects that we're going to complete. I appreciate you all not interfering because he and I have a lot to do. And so I want to thank Mr. Fitz for his hard work. I want to thank Mr. Pryor for coming in. We didn't have a concrete department, but he stepped in and made it happen. And he and his team, they have just done a great job. Lord, I'm about to forget another one of my special people, Mr. Marvin Burke. Drainage department came in, worked really hard. He's been everywhere. He's now not only the best drainage person, he's the best meter reader we have, even though that wasn't what he came for. And so, but I'm probably going to take him back tomorrow just for anybody who's listening so we can finish up some of our projects. And you all help me out. I want to thank all the ladies who worked really hard and all the different departments. I want to thank Ms. Oliver and the HR department for coming in at the last minute and doing it better. Some people said better than a lot of people who had come in before you who did it. So I want to thank you for that. Help me out, you guys. I did. I said Ms. Jones. I talked about her. So, but anywho. And let me see who else. Gosh, Mr. Reggie Bird, who stepped in when we didn't have a Parks and Rec director. I want to thank him. He did not want to be a supervisor, y'all, but he stepped in and did it better than he would have ever imagined, and ended up actually liking it. Mr. Young, who will step in and do anything from weed eating to the grass to just also mentoring and helping with the basketball team. I want to thank also Mr. Johnson, who was from the street department, but went to Parks and Recs and helped us actually to do the basketball camp. And ma'am? Oh, yes, thank you. Mr. Nitra Jeff, that's what I need y'all to do, give me some names about Mr. Nitra Jeffries. I remember the first time I saw her, she was the young lady on the lawnmower. And I just thought that she was amazing. She could do it all. So I wanted to do something different with her in addition to that, but of course I got blocked on that, but maybe she'll get to do it in the time that's coming up. But I want to thank her, and I want to thank Mr. Tony Howell. Now I get to ride the motorcycle with him. He is amazing. He's someone who, some of the equipment we have, he's the only person who can ride it, drive it. I want to thank Mr. Terry Burgess down at the cemetery for the job that he does, and just the entire team. Ma'am? Terry Byers. Terry Byers. I said Burgess. I have a home, you know, Mr. Burgess used to work for the city. Terry Byers, who works for the cemetery. And so there's so many people. I should not have started naming names, but I just want to thank all of you all for your hard work. There was a reason why I wanted to be a part of the city. I saw so many great things. We have so many great people here. And one of the things I'm most proud of, I'm proud of the people who work for the city, the amazing job that they've done. And also, they're pointing at you, Attorney Perry.
No,
I'm not finished yet, but I want to thank you for coming to be a part of the team. I wanted Attorney Perry. I was familiar with him because I knew some of these people were going to be a challenge for me, and so I was wanting some backup. But I appreciate everyone's, ma'am.
Thank you.
So wanted to make sure of that. And so just want to thank everyone. We have some great people even at the police department who are working really hard. And I also want to thank the clerks, the court, municipal court clerk, municipal court judge. We came in, we did a complete overhaul there because I wanted to make sure that we were about having equitable justice for everyone. So we also made sure that we had a full-time public defender whenever the court was open, a prosecutor who also understood and wanted to work with people, as well as a judge who would be objective and fair. And so I just want to thank those ladies for their assistance and their service as well to the people of the city of Holly Springs. And again, I mentioned the utility department. I want to thank all of those employees as well. I want to thank the people of the city of Holly Springs for giving me this opportunity to serve. It has been a magnificent experience. I plan to take it where God is sending me. To the aldermen who are here, I have many words to say to you all. But I want to, I'm sure Gary's laughing and praying for it.
I'm just listening.
But I just want to say that God is great. And so I feel stronger now. I feel that I have learned a lot. I want to thank you all for the challenges that you all gave me. And I will take it wherever I go. I believe in dealing with you all, that I can deal with anything now. And so I just thank God. I will still be in the city of Holly Springs unless the Lord sends me elsewhere. I'll be able to spend more time with my dad, who is 92, as well as the rest of my family, my mom as well. So again, I want to thank you all for this opportunity. And it's been great getting to know everyone here a lot better. So thank you all. I want to thank Mr. Humphrey's wife for always helping me with him. Mr. Humphreys, make sure you give her my message. I said, I want to thank your wife. Yes, I got to know her. A lot of times she would help out. We would do text messaging and telephone calls. Please let her know that I will miss talking with her. And maybe I'll see her around. So, but I want to thank everyone. I want to thank our amazing linemen. I'm thinking and seeing some of them now, from Curvin to Darwin to, I mentioned Ernest, I mentioned Michael, to Mitchell, also known as Opie, Michael, Dustin, oh my goodness, Baba, Javaris with the pretty hair. That's what I called it because I couldn't remember his name at first, but everybody knew what I was talking about. But I just want to thank all of you. If I didn't call your name, please know that I still have much love for you. And so, as I mentioned, I will be around. I'm very excited, praying about the future. And so we move on to the next season. That being said, thank you all. This is Sharon D. Gibson, the mayor of the city of Holly Springs, the city of history and hospitality. Thanking you and calling for a motion to adjourn.
Not yet. I don't have a long list to thank, but I do want to thank all the constituents of Ward 1 who have allowed me to serve for them for 3 consecutive terms, 12 years. I just appreciate you all and thank you very much. And one that's always in the audience, he strays me if I'm looking wrong, looking right, if I'm frowning. He's here tonight. I want him to stand. As Mr. Jafar, citizen of Ward 1. I'm happy to turn over the torch, pass the torch to Alderwoman Hodges, which will be taking my place. And I too will begin the next chapter of my life. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you all again. And on that, again, this is Mayor Sharon D. Gibson, the mayor of the city of history and hospitality, calling for a motion to adjourn.
Mayor, I move that we adjourn.
Second. Moved by Alderman Sampson. Second by Alderman Elizabeth to adjourn. All right. What is that? Oh, is it, who's on the ground? All those in favor? Aye. And one absent. Good night, everybody.